everyone. So to start off today's discussion, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the family of origin I came from. I was raised primarily by my mom and my stepdad, who was my stepdad from age 2 all the way through adulthood. And I also had 3 siblings. We were a mixed family, so some of them are half siblings and some of them are step siblings. So we had a total of 4 kids in our house and 2 parents. And my biological dad was involved in my life. I'll talk about that a little bit later, but he was a very sporadic influence that would pop in and out. So, in general, Dr. Lehrwicht asked how nature has affected us. And I would say for me, my nature has been fairly stable throughout my life. I've always been empathetic and community minded. I've always been into leadership and connecting and interacting with people. I've been an extrovert my whole life. So that's something that's been pretty stable. I was just born that way. When I was in elementary school, everyone was my friend. I've always been an accepting person. So yeah, I think that's pretty stable throughout my life. As far as nurture, so something significant about my family is that we are a Montessori family, and for anyone who doesn't know, Montessori is just a method for educating children. It is similar to Piaget's theory in that it believes that there are stages that children go through and sensitive periods that people go through for like language acquisition and grace and courtesy, and all the way up through elementary school, there's sensitive periods for children. And the idea is that if the child is captured during their sensitive period and really focused on whatever skill they're in, then they will basically have a better grasp on whatever it is you're trying to teach them. And in the long run, Montessori believes in instilling a love of learning for people. And it actually ends up teaching you how to organize your brain, because it's very self-directed by children. There's, there are standards, but children in a Montessori school are not sitting at desks with everyone doing the same thing at one time. There's choice and the ability to follow your interests and your passions as a child, and learning how to complete tasks and organize that has been really beneficial for me. It's been part of my nurture. We had a strong emphasis on education in my household growing up, so it was pretty expected that we would go to college and get degrees and be good students. And I think that that's carried on for me today, especially, going into a master's program. I felt like I was special and talented, and I think everybody in my Montessori school felt that way. That was part of, the psychology of the school and at home, was that we all had special talents. And I grew up just thinking I was, really special. My dad, so just really briefly, he ended up being profoundly mentally ill, and he was never a good influence in my life. He used to come around really sporadically and be really unreliable, but later in my teenage years, he actually started putting me in dangerous situations and was really displaying some scary symptoms and behaviors. And so I have capital T trauma from my dad growing up, so I'll just leave it at that. But that definitely has affected my life going forward. As to my calling for counseling, well, as for the nature aspect, as I said, I've always been driven towards connections. I've always been an accepting person and empathetic throughout my life. People have confided in me many times, and I've been working in support groups, and it's just shown me that I feel like I'm a natural, and that it's kind of been my calling for a long time, is helping people and relating to them on that level. As far as nurture and counseling, I would say my own experiences with personal therapy for myself has shown me that the power of counseling to process trauma and heal and just find a way out of suffering. So, yeah, I've learned from actual experience about trauma and counseling. So, what has been problematic? In my younger years, I was overly empathetic and I had a really hard time dealing with other people's suffering. It was really distressing to me, the point where I would have insomnia and stomach aches and anxiety about other people's problems. So that has been something that I've had to sit with and deal with my whole life. Also, just having healthy boundaries with people and knowing what is good for me and how to protect myself has been a challenge. The nurture aspect that's been problematic. I truly believe my central nervous system has been negatively affected by the trauma I experienced. And that's one of the reasons why I experience chronic pain the way I do. And my mind-body connection has just kind of morphed into it's gone into overdrive where, you know, where if my central nervous system is perceiving that I'm unsafe because I have been unsafe in many situations as a kid, and it manifests these days in chronic illness and chronic pain. As far as what I have benefited from, well, again, I will go back to Montessori, especially with the example of going to grad school. I feel like I have a really good grasp on how to organize tasks, and learning comes naturally to me and flows really well, and I enjoy it. And as far as nurture, I have gained insights through counseling and the healing work that I've done on myself. So I think that those are really valuable things that will help me in my counseling career. Thanks for watching.